Hey everybody, welcome back to Smith's Customs. On this video today, we're gonna do a little work to one of these LVZ injectors that I've already cleaned, rebuilt and everything. I'm gonna kind of show you what I'm doing to seal the metal up after I get done with all the cleaning processes, because obviously it's bare metal. Couple different ways you can do it. Me myself, I'm just gonna go black paint on them because, well, I did all this hard work, they look pretty. I don't want them to rust, or at least not rust immediately. I want it to take some time. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and move the camera over, kind of show you what I'm doing. It's gonna be a real short video, nothing intricate today. Let's go ahead and we're gonna get started on this. I'm gonna move this camera over here by what we're working on here. Okay, we're gonna have to point it down. All right, there's our injectors. So I already taped 3 of them up. I got the 4th one here. This 4th one, I left the 4th one undone, so I kind of show you what I was doing here. So what I'm gonna do, just some standard painter's tape. I go right here below the clamp down spot, run my first roll around right there, because I don't want to paint the entire thing. I just want the part that's exposed to the elements to be sealed off. It's just me being me, wanting it to be perfect. So we'll get our tape on here, and then we'll shoot a little bit of paint on it. I'm just going to be using a high temp paint for barbecue grills. It's just a black. You could use a clear or any color you want. I'm just using a high temp black on these. Not going to see them too much. It's just making sure they're not getting all rusty and nasty once they're in there. So then I just kind of go to the bottom of the threads on this guy here on the inlet, and I just run it around. And then of course, you know, like usual, you rip the piece of tape way too short. Oh, maybe not. That'll be just enough to cover it. That was good luck right there. So I do that, and then I'm going to cover up my solenoid also. Not that it would hurt the solenoid, but again, I just kind of want to retain the factory numbers and stuff on it. So I'm going to go ahead and put some tape around this solenoid too, just to kind of keep it nice and clean, not get overspray or paint all over it. Basically, the only thing I'm doing black is just the body of these. And I just squeeze the top together like so, just so it's sealed off. I don't have to worry about any getting in the return port or anything. Rip off a couple more pieces of tape to cover the bottom side of this, where the plug goes. Got one piece there. Still got a little bit more to cover. Another piece there. There we go. Now, that has our injector all taped up. As you can see, it's just keeping the body exposed so I can get some paint on the body of it. Now, once I paint these and I go to set them down, I'm going to put the fuel fitting down and the plug for the solenoid facing down. Those will keep the body off, so the painted part will never touch while it's drying. I don't even have to have a holder for these. I'm just going to go ahead and we'll spray a quick pass on these. As you can see, all that shiny metal, this will come in the later videos. When I rebuild these, you'll see my process and you'll understand why I'm doing this. That's all raw metal. It's really susceptible to rust right now because it's just 100% bare raw metal. So I'll shake up this paint a little bit. We'll go ahead and shoot a couple coats on it. We'll do them all one coat, and then we'll go back and we'll do a second coat, and that'll probably be it for them, depending on how they look. So here we go on the first coat. Just nice, thin, quick coat. I don't want to spray it heavy. That way that first coat dries quick, so we can come in with a second coat a lot faster. Now, I'm not a professional painter. Oh, there we go. Apparently I had something clogging the nozzle. That's coming out like crazy now. Just one quick pass. Then we'll set that one down, let it dry a few minutes. We're going to go ahead and do a pass on the next one. Okay, we're going to let that one dry. Now we're going to do the next one. Let that one dry, or do the next one. Let that one dry. All right, now I'm going to pause this. I'm going to let these sit for about, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. And then I'm going to come back and hit them with one more coat. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this for a minute. All right, guys, and we're back. It's been about, I don't know, say 8 to 10 minutes. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to throw the second coat on these things. Just real quick, I've been shaking this thing pretty much the whole time. This is what I'm using. I'm using the Rough Stop barbecue enamel. It is barbecue black. Just going to go ahead and throw another coat on these. All I'm trying to do is make sure these things are sealed up. That's it. I don't want them to rust. With all the work I put into these things, and my whole reason for attempting this procedure was, well, honestly, I don't want to spend $4 grand on a set of injectors for a truck that I know nothing about. I have zero clue of any idea on this truck. Plus, this is kind of a fun project. So, there we go. All nice coated, shiny black. We're going to go ahead and set that one off to the side. We're going to hit this next one now. I probably should have shook this better the first time, because boy, it seems like it's flowing a lot better out of this can now. I need to get one of them nice paint shakers they make for the Sawzalls I see all the time. That would be great. Not sit here and have to shake this can for 20 minutes to get it to flow nice. Okay, looks like we got good coverage on that one. We can see all nice, pretty, sealed up. Looks fairly decent. Oh, I see a little spot right there. That's better. All right, we're gonna go ahead and hit this other one. Okay, that one's got a nice coverage on it. Everything's nice and coated and sealed up. We're going to set that one out this side and go ahead and do this last one. Just trying to make sure I get into the nooks and crannies and like I stated before, you could do this with any color you want. If you wanted these things to be purple, you could do them purple. Alright, there's that one. Okay, I'm going to set this off to the side. What I'm going to do after thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and pause this. I'm going to give them an additional 8 to 10 minutes for that paint to dry. And I'll go ahead and we'll pull the tape off it real quick. That way you guys can see the final of what they're going to look like. So stay tuned. Give me just a few minutes here and let this thing set up. I'm going to pause the video in the meantime. Alright, we're back. It hasn't been that long. It's been about 5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and just start taking the tape off. Just be really careful not to touch the painted surfaces too much currently until they have good time to dry. You can see nice coat of black on there. So let's go ahead and get this tape off and we can kind of see what they look like now. Really easy just to pull the tape off, not anything hard. Okay, well I shouldn't have said that. Some things just should not be said. There we go. It's kind of like unboxing a Christmas present. Taking something old, wore out, nasty, non-working, and breathing a little life back to it. And in the process, saving myself $4,000. All right. There's one injector. You can see. Now you can see it's got number 3 on it. I'll explain that at a later time once we get the rest of them out, get them rebuilt. I'm labeling each one so that way I can keep track of my flow rates, my return rates, and everything as I'm testing them in between injectors. I have them all numbered so that way I can tell exactly which one's which. In case I have an issue with one or anything like that, which I have had one that I had an issue with the nozzle, but we've already addressed that. That's completely taken care of now. Alright, we'll go ahead and pull the bottom tape off. Like I said, this was just kind of going to be a boring video today. Nothing extravagant. Unless I guess you like watching paint dry or tape being peeled off. Then I guess it might be the best thing ever. Who knows? But alright, there's that one. Beautiful. I'm not aiming for perfection on these. The only thing I'm aiming for is to make sure that when I put them in, they don't rust. because I live in a salt state and I just really don't want to have all this bare metal underneath there that I just got done cleaning get destroyed in the first 6 months or the first half a day of winter when the salt truck comes through and spreads 400 pounds of salt when it's raining out and it sloshes everywhere. All right, there's that one. You can see a little bit of glue left on the solenoid from the tape. I'll wipe all that down before it goes in. Last one. Now on the next time this happens, on the next build, it'll probably be a little more intricate. I might go with color matching everything because the next one I'm planning on doing is the one I'm driving currently, and it needs some work, but I have to get this one done so I can drive this one while I start the next one. So there will probably be another Duramax on this channel. It's just a matter of time. That one's going to be a whole different animal, all different issues. A lot of that's going to be, there's going to be a lot of rust repair on that one because that is a Michigan truck from Michigan and it has plenty of cancer. It's pretty rough. So there we go. There's that one. That's all our injectors, all sealed up. Don't have to worry about them rusting as quick. They'll still rust, but it'll take a lot longer. It's just a little small thing to prevent it. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for following along. Please like, subscribe, share this to people. I'm just trying to get this going, get it off the ground, get it out there. Any of you who are already following along, I'm working on a Facebook page currently. We're having some technical difficulties with linking between the two accounts. I'm working to try to figure all that out. And I believe that's it for now. The next videos will be us removing injectors and starting the whole process from start to finish, the cleaning, rebuilding, and everything. So, all right, we'll catch you guys next time.